Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by today. I'm Twitch TV's Tempered Chaos. Find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter as The Nor You Know. Today's episode, how to get started streaming. So you probably came across this video because you were thinking to yourself, hey, I want to become a streamer, or streaming seems so complicated, how do I actually get started? Well, not too long ago, I was in a similar situation as yourself, and it was a little bit difficult. I was finding a lot of different information from a lot of different areas. Thankfully, I finally got the push that I needed to get started. Fast forward today, and I'm creating this video so you too can become a streamer. Okay, so you probably noticed that I called this today's episode, and that's because I'm going to be compiling a series all of short episodes that are going to be bite-sized, digestible, ones that don't seem too overwhelming, about various topics and how to get started streaming. Today specifically, we're going to be talking about your stream setup, or the rig as some like to refer to it. Okay, I know what I said, but right before we dig into that, I want to talk about a few things that perhaps you should consider before just diving right into streaming. And I say should because there are plenty of people out there that don't actually consider these things. And that's quite all right if that's the type of person you are. If you want to just get into that because you don't have the patience, that's quite all right. This video will help you. And if you want to listen through those and kind of maybe sit back, take a second and think, hey, that's the route that I want to go, this video is also going to be helpful for you. So there's a few different topics that I'm going to talk about. The first one is your stream setup or your rig, right? That's what this episode encompasses. The next thing is your studio, your stream room, your game room, whatever you want to call it, your bedroom, wherever you're streaming from, your area. One that people don't give a lot of thought to is your reason for streaming. Why is it that you want to become a streamer? If that's a reason that you're comfortable sharing with your audience, then go ahead. If not, then maybe that's something you keep private for a later time. An often overlooked item is also your stream persona. Who is it that you want to be on stream? You've probably heard of famous streamers out there like Dr. Disrespect or Ninja. They all have a different persona about themselves, and you can choose to create one or be yourself, whatever that is. Figure out who you want to be on stream before you actually go to stream. When you do decide to go to stream, what content are you streaming? Are you an artist? Are you a tattoo artist? Are you a musician? Are you a gamer? The content that you're streaming is almost just as important, if not the most important piece when you're streaming. Social media is another one. You may not be into social media. Trust me, it's important. You need it. And then finally, your streaming platform. By streaming platform, I mean, are you streaming to YouTube? Are you streaming to Facebook? Long live Mixer, or Twitch, right? One of the most popular ones out there. So figure out these things, kind of give those a thought, and then let's dig right into the stream setup. All right, well, I've kept you hostage for long enough, so without further ado, let's talk about what you came here for. And in our case, for episode 1, that is your stream setup and how to get started streaming. My particular setup is, I would say, middle of the road. It's definitely not a, hey, let's turn on my Xbox and stream directly to Twitch via that, but it's certainly not a $30,000 Harris Heller studio or however many thousands of dollars Ninja Studio cost him. Certainly something that the average Joe can achieve, saving up for just a little bit of time. So, first and foremost, I'm a console gamer, so item number 1 on our list is the Xbox. So I use the Xbox as my media source. I am a gaming streamer, which means that I stream games all day. You may do something different, but my Xbox is my media source. It then goes to a capture card, which is our next item, the capture card. The capture card is a piece of hardware that takes that media source and it takes that signal and it outputs it to our third item on the list, which is the PC. The PC is very important because PC is what's going to run the software that you need to do all of the fancy things if you're looking at this type of setup. So the software that we're using in my case is Streamlabs OBS. You should feel free to use whatever software you want, whether that is Lightstream or OBS Studio or something like XSplit. Take your pick on the features and functionality that are out there, your goals in mind, and then make that decision for yourself. After that, I know we talked about the PC, but what do we look at? So monitors are important, not only for the PC so you can see what it is that you're streaming and how that looks to your audience, but also so you can game on something or do whatever it is that you are doing. 2 more items on the list, that is the microphone and the webcam. So you may not choose to use a webcam at the start. For me, that was a decision that I made confidently because I wanted to be able to feel like my viewers were interacting with me, and the best way that I know how was through a visual option, which was a webcam. And then lastly, I know I talked about a headset earlier for a microphone, but that's primarily used to communicate with the people that I'm actually playing with. But in order to talk to viewers such as yourselves, I needed something like a PC mic that attaches into the computer and into the software so that you can get that audio like you are right now. And the last item that I'm going to have on the list is going to be a green screen. So if you want to get a little fancy with your overlays and with your screen and put yourself into the game itself or have some cool effects going on, a green screen is going to be necessary. Understand that a prerequisite to a green screen is not only going to be software such as Streamlabs OBS or whatever it is that you decide to use, but then you're also going to get into a lighting situation, 2-point lighting, 3-point lighting, and all the other stuff that's associated with that. So do yourself a favor and decide if that's something that you want to get into before shelling out that extra cash. That's going to bring our video to a wrap. Thanks for watching the How to Get Started Streaming video and discussing the various components you're going to need to get your stream set up and running off the ground successfully. I hope you found this helpful and I wish you the best of luck. And if you did, please like and subscribe to this video. You can always catch me live at twitch.tv/temperedchaos, as well as on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at TheNorYouKnow. I'm also going to go ahead and drop a link to the Discord server at the bottom of the video. There you can join the Tempered Chaos community and discuss various topics with like-minded individuals. Hope to see you there. Bye for now.